right, this is going to show you how to basically analyze the healthful menu for the pregnancy. Here are all of the options. So you can use eTracker, MyFitnessPal, or the Dietary Analysis Program. You're going to be looking at protein, iron, calcium, and vitamin A, as well as making sure that the menu meets at least 2,150 calories and 75 grams of protein. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download the attached menu. So this document here is going to tell you the requirements. So for each day, so we have day 1 and then day 2, you're going to basically make sure that they're eating enough. Here, what you're going to do is you're going to identify if there's anything that you should change. So for example, breakfast, you have 1 cup orange juice, 1 cup oatmeal, 1 tablespoon peanut butter, and 1 banana. Now, when you're looking at this and potentially comparing it to my plate, you might see that they're not having enough dairy. So you might recommend I would increase the dairy and provide 1 cup of low-fat milk. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to then analyze it with that. So maybe you're going to remove this orange juice and instead you're going to add, Instead, you're going to add 1 cup of milk. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to do that for lunch and dinner and talk about why. So here I would say to increase the calcium consumption. Once you finish doing that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're then going to use either eTracker, MyFitnessPal, or the Dietary Analysis Program. I'm just going to use eTracker for ease. So I've already logged into my eTracker, and then I'm going to start intaking the portions. So I'm just going to split my screen here. So the first option is 1 cup of milk. So I'm going to research. If you're too specific, it doesn't work. So I'm just going to put milk. I'm going to find this one's 2%. This is 1%. So I'm going to change it to 1 cup here. And I'm going to add to breakfast. And then I'm going to add the banana. And then with the banana, I would find a raw, and let's see if they have equivalents. So we'll just say 1 medium banana was consumed, and I'm going to add to breakfast. You're going to continue doing this throughout the entire day. When you're done, you'll look at nutrients here. And you can view the required nutrients. So here I'm going to write down the calories. So within this program, I'm just going to slide this down. So for day 1, if I had logged everything, the calories, I would put in 208. And then protein, I'm going to look for down here, protein, that's 9.5. Iron is going to be 0.4. etc. Then I'm going to continue looking through that, and I'm going to compare it to this required intake. Now for that, I have to go back to this main menu, and I have to download this DRI intake. You also have a sheet of this that I printed hard copy for you. From that, sorry, it's a weird view, I need to identify pregnant, which is right about here, and let's look at iron because that's the one that I downloaded. So if we go over here, iron is listed right here. I'm going to go down, she's 28, so it's going to be the 3rd column down. Sorry, this is a weird angle. So it's 27 is required. So I'd put the required intake is 27 grams, and then I'm just going to simply calculate the difference there. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take that required minus the intake. So that gives me that difference of 26.6 milligrams. So in other words, conclusion is they have not met the required iron. Now for that, one last piece here is make the suggestions as needed and why. So down here, I'm going to say my conclusion for day 1 would be increase iron-rich foods, and then you're going to provide specific examples and portion size to meet the 27 milligrams of iron per day. And you could include, she would want to add X, Y, Z, which would then give her a grand total of 27 milligrams of iron. You're going to do that same thing for day 2, and what I want you to do as well is you're going to attach this piece to your document. So I'm just going to take a screenshot because I'm on a Mac, and I will help you learn how to do a screenshot for PC. I'm just going to lower that down here, and at the bottom I'm going to basically prove that I met the requirement. So dragged and dropped that image in. So this would be day 1 analysis. All right, you're going to do that for both of them. So within your document, you should have a fixed version of breakfast, lunch, and dinner for both day 1 and day 2. You should analyze and pool what they actually consumed in those days, what's required, and then the difference. And then a final conclusion statement as to what needs to be changed for each day in order to meet the nutrient needs here to get to the specific level of the required intake.